Hi guys, welcome back to the new edition of this channel. In this edition, I'm going to show you guys the new two AI football prediction app. Actually, some of us must have been familiar with these two prediction app, but I'm going to share with you some tips about them. And nothing is 100%. Even most of the predictions apps that we have out there, most of them are not 100%. There's no way you are going to get full predictions or games predicted and they will now come out well as predicted. It is not possible for you to get 100% from them. So I'm going to share with you guys tips that you can consider before predicting your games. Now please make sure that you pay attention to details, and also if you are just joining us for the first time, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss our daily tips. Our Telegram platform also, you can join us for more daily tips and updates. All right, so let's proceed. All right, so the first football AI prediction app that we have on the list is called Football AI. I'm very sure some of us will be familiar with this particular football prediction app, and one beautiful factor about it is that you see this app that you guys are seeing on your screen, Football AI. If you want to search it on Play Store, that is our Football AI match predictor. This one employs machine learning to analyze over 1,000 data points, including up to 7 years of historical form, squad quality, and injuries for structured, objective football insight. If it happens to be someone that maybe you have your own personal strategies and you want to apply it on the games that you want to predict, or probably maybe you want to click on the games to know more about there to get more information about it. I like that happens to be one of the reasons why I like this app, because it is very simple to navigate and very simple to relate with. So we always add percentage of the possible outcome, but the major predictions that you will get on this football prediction app is the double chance. If you look at it very well, most times you are going to see 2x, 1x, 2x, 1x, and many more like that. Although not all their games are coming out so well. For example, let us check most of their finished games, that is games that they've played already, and their predictions on them. So don't expect 100% in sport betting, yes, but you need the strategies that is actually working out so well. So I'm going to share with you tips on how to relate with each of these two AI prediction app. So the first one on this football AI app is, if you look at it very well, we have most of the games predicted as double chance ending well, and we have some that did not end well. For example, the game that we have Dallas against Vancouver White, and we have some other games here. That is the match between, I think, Basel against Saint Gallen. Okay, that is today. Imagine Basel against Saint Gallen. They lost. They were predicted as home team to win or draw. Now, if you guys look at it very well, you will notice that this app is predicting double chance for us, but unfortunately, we have three types of double chance, three markets under double chance. We have the 1x, we have the 2x, and we have the home or away, which is 12. That is home win or away win, no draw. But if you look at it, it is not very common with this particular app. Most times, if you want to see the prediction for the no draw double chance, it is not really common. It is very scarce, you can see. So it is a very straightforward pattern that you can observe. So if you want to use this app, don't go for the 1x, don't go for the 2x, always go for the home or away win, these 12. And if you scroll down, you will see that it is not something that is common. Look at it very well, it is not common. And most of the places whereby this double chance of no draw occurred, most of it actually came out so well, but it is not something that you will see often. It's not something that you will see often. So when you see it, just note it down as a banker. However, you need to engage with sport betting. You need to engage it with care. So you need to be very, very careful. Nothing is 100% accurate, but this double chance for you to see them predict it as either the home team to win or the away team to win, it is not something very common. So you just need to be disciplined. So that happens to be the first tips for this app. That happens to be the first tip. The second tips is predicting over 0.5 on a single team, that is individual team over 0.5. So I think I skipped a game here. Yes, I skipped this one. You can see. So anytime you see the home or away double chance, most times it's always come out so well. All right, so the next second tips about this football prediction app that I want you guys to take note of. If you see this one, to see, I actually missed it when I was scrolling earlier. You can see. So anything that you see that it is rare, that is not very common on this prediction app, most especially the double chance of home or away, just bang it like that. All right, so the second tips for you guys, apart from this double chance, that you can actually benefit, if you are using it, you will benefit from this uh, AI football prediction app, is predicting an individual team over 0.5. But this time around, you focus more on the home team. Focus more on the home team. Now, on this app, whenever you have a match predicted as, maybe straight winning, that is the home team to actually win, and you check the percentage for the straight winning and you noticed that it is something around 70% and above, then you are good to go with that. Now, for example, let us look into some of the games that we have here that has already played. If you look at the match between Manchester City against Crystal Palace, we have 75% that Manchester City will win this particular game. Now, if we scroll further, we have the match between Villarreal against Sevilla. Even though Villarreal lost the match against Sevilla, they still scored 2 goals. Now, if we proceed and check further, we have the match under the Ukrainian Premier League, that is Dynamo Kiev. That is a 71.9% that the home team will actually win. Don't go for the away team. There is this pattern that I've been observing for a very long time, for the past so many years, about predicting home team over 0.5. If you watch some of my manual strategies on this channel and on our other channel, which is maybe probably Adia Pro Tips, if you check on those channels and if you watch my individual teams over 0.5, you will notice that I emphasize more on home team over 0.5. Yes, because there is this kind of home team advantage. Although before I didn't really consider that factor, but after a long term observation, I noticed that it is actually a pattern that is very important to be considered when you are predicting individual team over 0.5, even most times when you are predicting double chance. Yeah, all right, so if you proceed and check further, anything like 70% or above, you can see this match, Arsenal women against Everton women. Anything like 70%, just go for home team over 0.5. Home team over 0.5. Right, so we have another one here. You can see this one. I think this one is a maybe Democratic Republic of Congo games. This team, Black S, they has 88.05% chance that probability that they will actually win the game. So although I agree with you that nothing is 100% accurate, but this happens to be one of the best way that you can utilize this football prediction app. It is not by following their 1x or 2x that they are dropping, but it is about using this their 1x 2x, their own insight, their percentage of probabilities of outcome, and utilize it for your own personal strategies. So individual team over 0.5 is something that is also working with this football prediction app. So now the second app that we are going to look into is actually 180 score. I don't know if some of you are already familiar with this football prediction app. I'm very sure most of you will be familiar with it, but if you are not, I'm going to show you guys in this video. One factor that you can consider for relating with that AI prediction app is also home team over 0.5. But before I proceed, look at this League One game, the match between PSG and Brest. You can actually see the outcome of the game, which is we have 88% that PSG are meant to win the game against Brest, and at least the match did not end up as over 1.5, but at least the home team actually scored. All right, so proceeding to the next football prediction app, that is 180 score. So on 180 score, the pattern I discussed with you earlier, I also found it on this football prediction app. If you check most of their previous games and you see them predicting maybe straight winning for a match, although it is not something that is very common like that, but whenever you are seeing something like that, just expect the home team to actually score at least one goal. For example, we found this game very relating to what we have in football AI, and it is now correlated with what we have on 180 score, and that is predicting the home team to actually win. So this shows that you can never have 100% accuracy when it comes to prediction, even though most of these prominent football prediction app are predicting some of these teams to actually win, and unfortunately most of them are losing to their opponent. So you can see that we don't have total control on games, but you can actually utilize the goals option and you can get something out of it, right? Now if you look at some other games that are predicted as a straight winning, I hope we find one again. Alright, so we have another one, that is this match, Atletico Nacional. That is the home team to actually win, and we have 71% chance that the home team will actually win, and the home team won by 7 goals to 1. And it's not something that is very common, it's not something that you will see often, it's not something that you will see every time. That is straight winning prediction. So just observe, just check. Right, so we have another one that is under this Zech League. You can see Slavia Praha, they predicted the home team to win with 71% chance of winning. So this confidence percentage that you guys are seeing is not them that are inputting it manually. I think it is generated by AI. The reason why I say that is because if you click on their most of their current games, if you want to access their predictions like this, you are going to see them they are blocking it, that until you subscribe, that is when you can actually access it. And for you to access it, you need to click on the lock button on their AI, something like that. I'm going to show you guys later. So that is when I noticed that it is actually maybe they developed or they created an AI model that is actually generating these predictions for them. All right, so this pattern, if you follow it very well, you should actually make something out of this. For example, we have another match. This is Shakhtar Donetsk. You can see the home team is predicted to win with 78% chance of winning, and the match ended up as 3-1. Even though if the home team will lose the game, at least they will score one goal. So, and if we are to look at today's games that we have for today, and you can see most of the games that we have, they did not provide the prediction for them. So what they want you to do is that you will click on it. When you click on it, hold on, that is my observation. When you click on it, but I won't really stress myself because I already know that this game they will surely try to allocate maybe something around 70% for Real Madrid to win, and they will predict the home team to actually win the game. They are going to allocate like maybe 70% or 71% to the home team. And what are you expecting? Then definitely Madrid is expected to score at least one goal in this match. Now if you go and check Football AI, the app that we checked earlier, we are going to see that the percentage for Real Madrid to win, that is the home team, is around 70% and above. So the home team is highly expected to win the game. So this is what I'm talking about. This happens to be the AI that is actually predicting the game for them, and the percentage of maybe the confidence level, something like that. So that's just how it is. So let us check the football AI. So that is, if you can't access the 180 score prediction app, this football AI, you can see the percentage allocated for the home team, which is Real Madrid against Real Oviedo. This is 97.94% for the home team to actually win. But another factor that I want you guys to consider is that, don't forget, this is the end of the season. They are currently playing maybe less than 2 games left. I don't know if it is maybe more than 2 games left for them to end the league. So they've known the league winner, and they've already known that okay, they are going for Champions League. So most times, just that, I think that happens to be one of the major factors while Barcelona lost yesterday. Actually, they've already won the league. They don't really need, if they lose, if they draw, if they win, it has no effect on them. And another factor that I want you guys to notice about the match between Alaves and Barcelona yesterday is that Barcelona, they were playing away, and they don't really need the match again. So despite the fact that they've gotten the league, I was even expecting them to lose more than the goal difference that the home team actually gave them. So this happens to be another factor that can actually affect outcomes of most of our games. So you need to be very careful when you are staking and when you are engaging with games. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you have any question regarding to any of our content, you can drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to like our video, subscribe to this channel if you are just joining us for the first time. On our Telegram platform, you are going to get updates, daily tips, and on our private class, you are going to get our private class tips. So our private class tips mostly range from 1.5 odds to 2 odds, and we focus more on over goals. So you can join us, and you can also join us for our rollover. That is our 15, is it, yes, 15 days rollover of 1.3, sorry, of 1.3 on our private class. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.